On September 1st, 2023, the Puerto Rico Police broke into our nonprofit animal rescue and stole all of our cats and property. We have not seen our cats or property in 11 months now. Where did they bring our cats and property? Law 154 of Puerto Rico gives two options as to where animals can be brought when they are seized pending an investigation. The first option is to bring the animals to the municipal animal shelter in the town where the seizure occurred. This did not happen. The second option is to turn the animals over to the animal rescue organization that assisted with the seizure of the animals. This also did not happen. Those are the only two lawful options when animals are seized pending an investigation. So what did they do with our cats and our property? They handed them over to this woman. Her name is Solymar Crespo. She is a self-described single mother of 2 young boys. She works full-time as a nurse. She attends night classes for criminal justice, and she runs her own horse rescue with dozens of rescued horses. In her Facebook page, she admits that she has absolutely no experience whatsoever with cats. So how did she get involved in this raid? Why did she accompany the police onto our property in the pitch dark at 5 a.m. and wander around our animal rescue while the police were inside my home searching through my own personal belongings? How was this even an option? She has no facilities, no experience, no research, and no help. In her Facebook post that we'll show after this clip, you'll see where she admits it herself. Here is a post made by Solymar on September 4th, only 3 days after the illegal raid on our house where she took our cats. She talks that she still doesn't know anything about cats because her sanctuary is for horses. Her expertise is not in this. And then she goes on to slander me, saying how I'm in this for profit somehow, which is completely false and bizarre to even make such a claim with an animal rescue where there is no extra money and I do not get paid. Here she's talking about how she's a mother of 2 young boys. She's a student. She works full-time as a nurse, and now she has 87 more lives that depend on her, in addition to all her rescue horses. And then for some unknown reason, she goes on to attack me. I've never met this woman once in my life. She knows nothing about me, but she was getting appropriate criticism for taking 87 cats from a well-established, well-respected nonprofit cat rescue and bringing them to her home. She didn't have a rescue for cats. She didn't have facilities for cats. She self-admittedly had absolutely no experience whatsoever with cats. Then she goes on to beg for donations because she has no food, no shelter, no cat litter, no vet care, nothing. How does this even happen? Where you kick down the door of an excellent cat rescue and then you hand off all the cats illegally to some random woman who just ignorantly decided to insert herself in this situation with absolutely nothing to offer these cats. Yeah, we all feel bad when we see sick and injured animals. That's why I run my rescue saving cats on a full-time basis. We save them from the streets. We do not take them in, hoard them, and then allow them to just sit there and suffer and die. That's completely false and baseless, and we have all the proof to show the excellent care we give these cats. In this Facebook comment, one of our supporters points out that we do an excellent job and that she doesn't really know what she's doing. And then she turns and attacks me, and saying also that because she was present during the entire raid, she took over 200 pictures during the raid. Well, that's also completely illegal. She had no legal authority to be present on my property. I certainly didn't invite her in. She wasn't a police officer, not a veterinarian, and not even a cat rescuer. So why was she allowed to wander unattended all over my property, taking pictures from 5 a.m. until into the afternoon when they left? What is she contributing? In fact, when the cops kicked down my door and they were upstairs in my house, she was wandering around unsupervised around the cats. Nobody with her. You know what you call that when this is a supposed crime scene? She's interfering with the police investigation and contaminating the crime scene. The vets hadn't even looked at the cats yet to determine if they were in poor condition and needed to be taken from me, and yet there she was, brought along. Why? So why was Solymar Crespo allowed on my property, and how was she chosen to take my 87 cats from my nonprofit rescue when she was not even a rescue herself? Here it shows that she incorporated her own little rescue 3 weeks after the raid on my house. She's the resident agent, she's the president, she's the incorporator, she's the only person that actually exists as part of this supposed organization. What's going on here? Did nobody check into anything? And even when she finally incorporated 3 weeks after getting my cats, her rescue is only for farm animals. Cats are not farm animals. And here's the official Puerto Rico government approval of her nonprofit registration. Again, it's just her and a guy that owns a horse breeding facility, and it wasn't even filed until September 19th. That's not when it was approved. That's when she submitted the documentation to get it approved as a rescue, because I was calling her out and saying, how can you just hand my cats over to some random horsewoman? She's not a cat rescue. She has zero cat experience, no facilities, no resources. My cats are dying, and we still haven't even found out where she's keeping them. People who know her have told me she's keeping them at her house, which she doesn't even own. And in fact, she posted in March of 2023 a Facebook post desperately looking for somewhere to rent because she had nowhere to live with her 2 children. And as much as I want to blame Solymar for her extremely irresponsible decision to try to take my cats, it's the government who is in the wrong. They gave them to her. She did not steal them from my house. Here at the end of October, almost 2 months after getting my cats, she's talking about bringing them to get sterilized. She doesn't have the legal authority to do that. She is the temporary custodian of these cats that were supposedly in such horrible condition that they had to be taken away from our rescue. Well, if they're in that such horrible condition, why is she bringing them to get them spayed? And again, she's going on about how the government's not helping her. They're not giving her any money, any food, any cat litter, any supplies. Did they ever promise to? Our rescue has taken cats from these sort of police raids and hoarding cases, and we never got a dime from the government. Sure, when the government seizes animals, they're supposed to be responsible for their care, but this is Puerto Rico. You think they follow any laws? No, they dump them on the rescue, and then they disappear. You are responsible for all costs. You took this on? You thought it was going to be fun? You thought it was going to be easy? No, it's not, but we were doing it. We were doing an excellent job. We were not begging for money. We did our usual organized fundraisers, and these cats never wanted for anything. They ate Purina 1, cat food, Fancy Feast kitten food, Royal Canin mother and baby cat food, feline pine litter. They had the best of everything. And here she is on Facebook begging just for the bare minimum cheap crap food to feed these cats so they don't die, but they are dying and they're not getting care, and she's posting about it in her own post. She's the only one caring for them with no assistance, no help from this fake organization that she submitted paperwork for, so she thinks she's now in compliance to have my cats and to be taking in donations, which go directly to her own personal bank account, not to some actual nonprofit rescue account like ours do, where we're financially responsible and following the laws to be a nonprofit. This is one of the many reasons we have multiple pending lawsuits against the police, government, and everyone responsible for this illegal raid. We have federal lawsuits pending, Puerto Rico lawsuits pending. And what's happening? Oh, they're charging me criminally as retaliation 10 months later. So please watch our other YouTube videos. They show the horrendous violations of the law and the Constitution that have occurred prior, during, and after this illegal raid. It was all set up by a small group of people who know nothing about my rescue, aided by Teleonce, putting on fake and fabricated news and false allegations. Please subscribe to our channel, like our videos, share our videos, leave comments, and tell others about this unacceptable and cruel miscarriage of justice. Thank you.